What's up, guys? We'll wait for a few people to get in here first. What's going on? How's everybody doing on a Sunday night? What's going on? Hey, sorry about that stuff earlier. Like I said, I think I had the camera and stuff on, but I was having technical difficulties. And I don't know, can you guys hear me okay? Because I'm running the audio through the video. Had a good weekend this weekend. I had a good weekend this weekend. Actually, got my man Lou right here. Hey Lou, I already got that video pretty much done with you and Ralph and those mystic cobras, man. Those are sick. I can't wait to put that out. Let me tell you what, I did a video of Danny Watts. I mean, I got a whole video of like Fat Man Invasion shootout, but I got another video that I did for Lou and Ralph and their Mystic Cobras. You guys got to see that one. They're just amazing. We also did a video with Danny Watts and Brian Crane, who are both world record holders in IRS and stick shift and in solid axle. So, I mean, he was sending it. I've been racing against Dan for years. And he's threatening to take my front plate, so I gotta defend my honor and my Fox body. But anyways, I wanted to come together and talk to some of y'all, mainly about I'm going through something different with, you know, I don't normally like talk about my builds or whatever. I usually just try to kind of surprise everybody, but I've been really thinking about, you know, I got the Windsor coming in. It's going in my car soon, the Fox Windsor. But like, I don't really want to build the 363 that I got sitting here on the shelf, because I mean, what's the use of doing 2 push rod cars on YouTube? So I have an opportunity to, you know, kind of transition over maybe to like a Coyote, you know what I mean? So what I was thinking about doing is possibly a Coyote swap in the white car, because a certain company of mine's building a kit for that sort of swap to begin with. So I'm really kind of considering stop production on the 363, because I'm going to spend about the same damn money. I'm going to spend about the same damn money getting the 363 to work in my white car than I will to do this whole Coyote swap, do a Gen 2 factory sealed. I mean, the damn thing can make like 800 or 900 wheel before it even starts shaking up. I mean, that's crazy. I don't find it very smart to just do. I mean, I already got this crazy Windsor going in the black car, and then, you know, and then doing another push rod motor. It just doesn't make any sense. Like, you just pick one or the other. Now, I also have the idea, if you guys haven't had a chance, Does anybody know who Project Stock Bottom End is? I know you guys know who that is. Chris is a good friend of mine. And actually, he just started a YouTube channel here. I'm trying to help him get it set up. But I was thinking, instead of getting rid of everything I got for the white car, like the 363, I'll keep the top end stuff, and I'll keep that monster turbo kit I had made by Kenny Cooper out there at Stowe. Lou knows who that is. Excellent fabricator. And legit, I have a coupe that I'm seriously thinking about chasing stock bottom end stick shift stuff. You know, getting it into the 5s and seeing what I could see, how far I could really push a stock bottom end motor. But again, that's for another day. I kind of threw right in the first 5 minutes through a whole bunch of stuff on the shelf, like stuff that we could talk about. You know, you guys feel free to chime in. I mean, if you guys have any tech questions or stuff you want to talk about, I mean, I'm reading all the comments, so if you put something in here you want to talk about it, just let me know. But I do appreciate we keep politics, relationships, and all that stuff out of my company. This is Mustang stuff. This is what I do every day. I'm definitely not I'm no longer, you know, no longer tied down. So I gotta fill my time with something when I don't have my kids around running through here. So yeah, I agree. What's up, Jason from Garfield? Coyote swaps are done. Coyote swaps are dime a dozen. Do a 7.3. Man. I'm hoping to run into you at Thompson. I usually go to 42, hoping to check you out. Appreciate that. Actually, if you guys are on my Instagram, if I had a chance, just at Neomustangs or whatever, I just posted a video of the 410 Dave Dalkey out there at the dyno shop. I just posted a video, short video of how far we are. Dave says sometime midweek I should have most of the block. I mean, I'm just letting him go ahead and seal it up and everything and set all the lash. We're going to set that thing down in the car and put that 56 behind it. I mean, I'm going to be racing that very soon. GT40P or GT40, which one flows better? P heads were designed to flow and burn better than 40 heads. Yeah, they're kind of the same but different animals, but they all achieve the same results. Especially depending on what you do with it. You know, I mean, if you're going to turbo it, I've turboed both GT40 Iron, GT40 Cobra, and GT40P heads. And to be honest with you, one of my #1 videos on YouTube on my channel is actually a GT40P headed motor, stock bottom end flip pistons turbo kit. I'm building a 347. My question is, should I put the on-3 turbo on before I break in the stroker? Hell yes. Don't even worry about it. Just make sure your timing's right, your fuel's right. You know, kind of back the timing off a little bit. Don't run crazy fuel just yet. You know, give the motor 50 miles. You know, wherein, I mean, the rings are going to seat in the first startup. But I mean, you definitely want to do a proper wearing procedure. But don't be shy because it's a turbo. I mean, I get trying to save as much as you can, but NA is not going to change much. It's easy to spend my money. I vote for 1,000 horsepower Barra 6. If I go Coyote swap, how high of horsepower you plan on going? Well, this is where I'm at. I feel that in my white car, it's set up to the hill and back. It's got the monster axle. It's got great suspension, set up for 28s, which is a good tire. I feel that knowing that I made 800 wheel in that car and ran 19s, I'm thinking 900 horsepower would be my absolute max on E85. I could run 890 class, which is the stick shift class we run in Milan, and be very competitive. Now, if you remember, I got 2 T56 Magnums. One was face plated, and the other one's just a synchroed one. So I would probably race street drive the black car more because you know it's a street car, and then I would probably race the white car more. So I mean, it's good to have these problems. I should really be focusing on one car, but I mean, I've already owned all these damn parts. I just need to put them all together. 11R 190 or AFR 185 on an on 347. That's a tough one because I'm a trick flow dealer. I've never had any issues with AFR. I love AFR heads. I'm just gonna have to go with AFR. They don't pay me to say that. Ain't nobody paid me to say anything. Not even on 3. But you know, I'm gonna have to say AFR now. 8s to even 7s easy in a Coyote. Yeah, you know, I just want to do something different. I want to learn the new motor. Like, I'll probably never do an LS swap. There's nothing wrong with LS people that do it. They're still in the Mustang. That's neither between me and you or the next person. Just, you know, I like to go fast, but I want to do it with a Ford motor. And it's just a preference thing. You know what I mean? So I'm going to skip the whole mod thing, and I'm going to go right to the Coyote. What's up, Mach 1? Mike J. I know, it's sad because 331s were the shit back in the day. 347s, I mean, I even got the 363. I mean, I'm only doing the 410 stroker because the thing needed a reboard. I'm like, well, we might as well just change the whole bottom end so I don't blow it out again. So the black car is still going to be my street car I drive everywhere. It's just going to have 800 horsepower. Well, 700, whatever. Oh, Brandon, you're going to be helping me. If you guys haven't had a chance to check Brandon Burns, his album out on Facebook, I mean, it's pretty much, you can see his car in his little icon there. That's a ridiculous. I just did the video with when one saves the other on the thumbnail. That whole car is Coyote swapped, and it's amazing. So he's going to go T56, and is that a Gen 2, Brandon? I can't remember. Is that what you said? Okay. I got my buddy Mustang Mike Meredith. He's Gone Mad 347. He's actually in quite a few of my videos racing my coupe. But he's going to help me. He's doing a Coyote swap Mach 1 New Edge. So, do you also work on SN95s? What's up, Love Beards? Have a 95 Cobra, and I'm looking for an on-3 installed and tuned, but I can't seem to find. Yeah, that's a tough one. See, I don't understand why people don't want to touch. I mean, those cars are so easy to tune with the T4MOs and the Lou. What is that computer? WD something. Those cars are easy to tune. I don't know why they would be difficult to have. Jake Johnson, I can't wait to see the black car back in the. You and me both, man. 8 weeks I waited for pistons because I had to go 40 over because we were shaky on the block. 8 weeks. And then I had to wait another week and a half for the bearings because we had to order new bearings because they had to go 1 under. It was too tight. Or otherwise, you guys would have seen some of the stuff at Fat Man's. Trunk back Jim, 331 is better rod to piston ratio. Only matters over 8K in my experiences. That's true. That's absolutely right. Mike J, I got an 04 Cobra thinking of single turbo Coyote swap myself. The Coyote built right is a monster of an engine. You're right. You guys probably, is it Gary Wagaman? He's a friend of mine. He has a Coyote, is it Coyote swap? I think he's a Coyote swap Mach 1 too. And he's on Instagram. He's got a pretty large following, but he stick shift races with me and Danny Watts and Brian Crane and a whole slew of people on three pedal throwdown. So it's good. It's good times. I mean, Coyote swap is kind of the future, but I'm never, ever, ever getting rid of push rod stuff. I mean, how do you guys feel about me with this? I know you guys are kind of like, well, what kind of content are you making, Dan? You got this old school blue car at my dad's car. I just had to make something. I couldn't not do something. Both cars were down and I wasn't able to vlog anything, so I just did what I did with my dad's car. So Smitty Bad 50. I live in Indiana, but I can't find anyone to tune my 88. I don't know why these guys don't want to work on older cars. Bring it to Ohio. I got a number of subscribers that we've worked on their cars. I collaborate, and I'm partners with TI Dyno out of Saybrook, Ohio. We got a subscriber, Marty's car over there. Now I got to do a heater core in. We got Matt Kuhn, who's actually a subscriber. We got his car. We're working it out, and there's a lot of demons in that, but it's getting close to getting on the rollers, and I think we're going to stream that if Matt lets me. D-Jean's family. Any advice on vest heads for stock 302 single turbo? Bruh, what I did with Project Hot Wheels, you could put the stock heads on there. As long as your tune is right, you're gold. But if you could swing over to the junkyard or find somebody on Marketplace, Gene's family, grab some GT40s. If you can get the intake for cheap, grab it to still production Ford, send it. Stock head, stock cam, Jason Sheridan. AOD trans, 100 shot of nitrous is the way. Which gear, 373 or 410? I got a 410 in Dad's car, the blue one. Send it, 410. I thought it was started with a W, Lou. If you guys don't know who Lou LeConte is, God bless it, I messed it up again. I know I did. I've learned so much shit from that dude, it's not even funny. He is a Bible for Fox bodies. I just want to give you a shout out, Lou. I'm sorry. Jake Johnson, throw the 363 in Dad's car. That 363 would implode that car. It would be like a timestamp. Like we'd go back to 1988, and I'd be looking at the mad scientist, Dave Galkey, and we'd be like, what just happened? No, it's not a bad idea, but that 363 is a violent motor. I just don't want to do 2 push rods anymore. I want to do a Coyote, and I kind of want to, work on my YouTube and my vlogging on the side of working, because you guys know I do Fox body stuff every day anyways, so just make it a life. Roger Carlin, how can I set up Holley Terminator X dual port dome pressure, no CO2 running off compressor housing? Can you post a diagram or explain? I'm gonna have to get back to you and talk to Dave on that. Make sure you send me a message. Fat Boy Fox, what do you think of trick flow track heat intake? Love them. Now I run the Box R just because I like to get to my injectors without having to take the upper off. But we all know the Box R has its own little demons. But the track heat is an amazing intake, for sure. Smitty Bud 5.0. I have track heat on my stock bottom end and changing it out over the System Max. Justin, what's up? NA Coyote and a Fox would be sweet. Man, Caleb already did that. I can't follow him. No. If you guys haven't had a chance, to check out some of the, I'm gonna shout out some of these channels while we stream for a little bit, because I'm not gonna keep you guys too long. I'm gonna try to do this every Sunday-ish. You know, I think it's cool to get out there and just kind of personalize, talk to you guys and chat with you guys live, because I think it's something you need to do if you're going to try to be a good vlogger and stuff. So, but anyways, if you haven't had a chance to check out Justin 91LX's, he's got a nice channel going on, a lot of really cool stuff. He just made some stupid power on a 351 base motor, I think it is. Of course, Brutal. I'm sure you guys all know who Brutal is. Foxcast Media, 50 Tussin, Donnie B. There's a new channel I want to really kind of get out there for you guys. I'm gonna put it in chat. You guys know who Chris Watson is, do you? I've been chatting back and forth with Chris Watson. I'm an admin on Project Stock Bottom End on Facebook. I'm trying to help him get his channel up and going. He's already got like 500 subscribers or whatever, so it's already kind of rolling or whatever. But yeah, Chris Watson is the 500 or 900 horsepower Stock Bottom End 302, and he's been running that coupe and that motor for years, and it's just, you know, it's crazy. But he's about to bring it back out. He just helped his friend Jesse get his black coupe together, and he did a little bit of vlogging on it. And it's kind of you know, he's already got like 10,000 followers on Facebook. So I'm like, just get the Facebook people over to YouTube and really kind of lay it down, you know. Justin, my 363 is for sale, my man. Yeah, I think I'm going to give up on that. For the money it's going to take me to get it done. My car, the Outbreak, my car is 30 over. It's a 306 with Eagle rods and pistons, F3 cam, GT40 heads, trick flow upper intake, lower intake. What would be your tips to make more power on a stock iron block? A tune. Definitely a custom tune and somebody who knows what they're doing. For sure. To make all them parts work, you can make less horsepower and utilize an efficient, all your horsepower, make less horsepower and go faster if it's all working correctly. You know what I mean? It's like you can't just bench press every day and expect to be strong in the legs. You see what I mean? Everything's got to work together. You can make less horsepower and go faster than people who don't do that. Check out Hidden 10's garage too. Nitrous Fox and his buddy Turbo Fox. Yeah, there's a lot of good channels, man. I'm sorry if I missed some people. Crap, that's insane. How do you not split the block? We don't know. And Chris even gave everybody the opportunity. If you bring me an aftermarket block and you think I'm BSing so much, I will take that block apart in front of you. But it's going to cost you. That's cool. Do you think the bottom end setup is good? It'll be fine. I think my Instagram is linked on my channel banner. I think in my Facebook and my Instagram is linked on there, but I don't do a lot on Facebook. I don't even know why my business. I have no idea why my business doesn't. My business page doesn't blow up because I'm helping Chris with his. Chris Watson on Project Stock Bottom End would get his YouTube, and he made me an admin on Facebook, and it's like, you know, I mean, his channel's like amazing. There's just traffic through there. It's ridiculous. It's great. I'm just like, dude, I don't get any messages through mine. Shannon Young is making 2,800 on 46 pounds on a dart block. That's ridiculously good. That's a whole other planet. Paul Batalla. I'm sorry if I messed your names up. 94 Mustang GT, convert, all stock, 273, squeaky clutch. Where do I start? Okay, squeaky clutch, throwout bearing, or pilot bearing. Just go ahead and change the clutch. 273s on a convertible, 373s at a minimum. Yeah. I'd start with gears, and I would start with your exhaust right off the jump. Bad Boy Fox, do you have a video of your air intake temp sensor mod? No, I don't, but I will do that video. Frank Stangs, what's up? What's a good size turbo for a 302? 70 millimeter. Run a nice exhaust housing. It depends on what kind of head you're running. You got to be careful what exhaust housing you run, because if you run too big of an exhaust housing, you'll be out of power band before the motor's out of RPM. What's the IAT to the air inlet will lead to hot start problems? That's correct. I was trying to look you up. Oh, did you find it, Jason? I didn't. I mean, it's on my YouTube banner, the link to Instagram. Boxers or briefs? Under Armour. I'm glad I caught this. Good info. Mad love from AZ. Thanks, Jake. Have a good night, Neo, and everyone. Thanks, Jake. We'll see you later on. Alex North, love the channel. Thanks, brother. Got a 93 dies on the cold start. Got a new map in IAC, but still does it 2 or 3 times. Any ideas? It just dies? Got to be something, ignition possibly. It's tough to diagnose stuff like that indirectly without me putting my fingers all over it. Commando. Commando was in the Army. I was in the Army for 14 years. It was all Commando, bro. Adrenocycle, redo your base idle. That's correct. I was just thinking about that too. Brandon, the invasion was a blast. Hope to see you at the next one. I was the only able to make one pass in my Fox body wagon. 1463 at 93 out of the junkyard 302 wore out C5. There was a couple of those there, weren't there? A couple Fox body wagons, LTDs. There was one from Big 3 Racing. That was definitely a good time. Justin 91 LX. In 3 weeks, we will see if I can bust 800 wheel. Hey, are you going? Anybody going to Mustang Week? Because I guess from what I'm hearing, it's still on. And I've always wanted to go to Mustang Week in North Myrtle Beach. I think it's in North Myrtle Beach. And yeah. Can I get 8793 rear mounted brackets and hinges for? I don't care. That's fine. I got a set we just pulled off. Yeah, starts up and then sputters right out. Even at the step on the gas, it dies. It'll die out. It's got to be TPS. Low fuel pressure. What's your fuel pressure? Check that. Might have a filter that's clogged. You might be starving the motor. Check your plugs. Make sure they're not fouled. I had the 2-tone van. Oh yeah, okay, I seen it. It was nice. I wish border is closed. So South Carolina's border is closed. On the restart problem, yeah, there you go, Lou. Throw me some tech, bro. Do it like we did in the 80s and 90s. Show these guys while settling the idle. Mike J, be safe if you go there. Pretty bad with. Is there really a lot of virus counts down there? Because I'm feeling kind of nervous about that. I don't know if I would get it, but I don't want to bring it back to my family. You know what I mean? I got kids and my mom. I don't want to do that. Is there any way I can send you pics and videos of my car to see what you think of it? I think Instagram. Send me some stuff on Instagram. Okay, I got you, Adrenocycle. So yeah, I really want to hit Mustang Week this year. Actually, August 8th, I'm going to be doing video stuff. I mean, I got videos in between here, but I'm going to be doing video stuff August 8th. Milan, Michigan, we got a stick shift event. I think I'm going to, if I do well there and do okay, I'm going to go to Renegade Racing, which is here at Thompson, the following week and do a 990 run. And Mustang Week is in September. So, I mean, got a lot of stuff, cool stuff going on. I mean, even though 2020 is a total shit show, right? 306 with AFR 185 heads, DSS pistons, trick flow cam, 175 shot. Any guess of horsepower? 460. Is it stick or automatic? And I'm going to say 306, 185 DSS trick flow, 5.3, 310 wheel NA. You're going to lose a little bit on the nitrous because fuel's fuel. Probably 460 be my bet. Charcoal canisters under the intake runs. There you go, though. 2021 will be better, good Lord. I know, I hope so. Won't be able to do Mustang Week. Have to settle for Foxtoberfest. I'm going to go to that, too. Actually, I was talking to Tyler. No, it wasn't Tyler. His name was Jeff. I can't remember his last name. I'm not going to throw it out there anyways, but LMR was inviting me and some of the other YouTubers down there. I mean, I'm just a small guy, but they were inviting, so, you know, do some collaboration, but they just canceled that. So I got to go to some. I hope Foxtoberfest doesn't get canceled, and I really hope Mustang Week doesn't get canceled. Yeah, Kyle, threw a stick. I'm guessing 460, pretty good. LMR didn't invite nobody, but they usually did their car show. You see what I'm saying? And it wasn't, you know, being what we do here on YouTube, you know, they were going to try to get us all together, and like it was cool with all the subscribers and everybody. It would have been cool. LMR always throws a badass event. So, yeah, I know, man. I really wanted to go to that to meet some of the subscribers and some of the other vloggers. It'd have been like the who's who, man. It would have been a good. I would have drove from Ohio to Texas just to meet everybody. Have a good night, Smitty. We'll see you soon, eh? Frank Stangs. Frank from Charlotte. I'll be at Foxtoberfest. I got a 347/76 turbo on my boss block. Woo! 600 wheel. I like it. You been to the track? Paul Butella. What clutch? Is hydro clutch good? Clutch kit good? McLeod shift pedal is hard. Really? In Lady Friend, I have hard time starting. Yes, even have to admit the first time tough. I'm surprised. Listen, if you're having a clutch squeak, McLeod clutches never have hard pedals. I run a twin RXT HD. That's the next level up than RXT. And my pedal, man, I'm going to be honest with you, it's a smaller pedal or a better pedal than like a factory one. What are the prices on Fox bodies in your area? Toronto, Canada prices are insane. Well, I mean, me and Lou used to talk about this 10, 15 years ago, and friends and on Buckeye Stangs, and Fox body prices are going to continue to rise because they're a super popular car. I mean, you're going to get that. And I know we all don't want to hear it, but that's reality. I mean, what sets that market is all the Mustangs you see. You know, what sets that market is all the Mustangs you see that are rare. I mean, tell me Fox bodies didn't have the best generation of Mustangs because they had the Celine, they had the, you know, the Cobras, they had the SAAC. I mean, there was all these different versions of Fox bodies, and it was dope. So you got to expect that the prices are going to go up because everybody wants to collect. JF, stock E7 heads worth doing. Absolutely. Go check out Project Hot Wheels. I went 1090 in a bone stock motor with a chopped up turbo kit. Port them some bitches, I'd have been faster. Sweet Sugar, how long does it take for you to do a T5 swap? Actually, I got to finish the other part of that video, but I think it took us 3 days, tops. And that's us working in the middle of the day to do it. Use Maximum Motorsports clutch cable. Expensive, but so worth it. I get it. Yep. I just sold an 81 notch for $18K. Wow. What about Spec Stage 2 clutch? Let me tell you what, Fat Boy Fox, check it out. That's one of the things that I've always done. I've always done the Spec 2 Plus with an organic disc. That's why Hot Wheels did what it did. Not why, but that was the clutch that I had in it. So I like Spec Stage 2 Plus pressure plates, but stick a dual friction center force disc in between that and the flywheel and tell me what you think. Muscle cars are new guys or time machine. Yep, you're right, Lou. Trashed out Fox bodies are going for good money in Texas. Yep, SBOs too. I sent you pics of my car in red SN95 bird and primered front bumper. Love how the car sounds, but I have a couple other questions. Okay. James Smith. I bought one of your T5 swaps about a year ago. Awesome kit, ships great. Thanks, James. Actually, I just sold a kit to a guy. It won't go into 5th. So, you know, actually he's in Lancaster, Ohio. So obviously, you know, if anything goes wrong with your kit, you just get a hold of me. I mean, I always kind of try to do the best I can in customer service. You know what I mean? Appreciate you, though. Mike J, SVO would be a nice car to have, especially but one of my dream cars. I get it. So what do you guys think of this live stream stuff? I see there are about 50 people in here now. I have not been on the track yet. I had a small fire hoping to go to the track next week or two. I'm hoping for 630s first time at the track. 630s are what? 10-0s, 990s? Get that thing to hook and send it. Jason. I'm in the Cleveland area, and yeah, prices are crazy. Yep. Brandon Burns. Fox body prices are going to keep going up. I can't even begin to count how many people have offered to buy my silver car. You got lucky, Brandon. Better hide that. 19 pounders for a win. Paul, Ford is making Bronco again? Yes. How do you guys feel about that? Woo. I don't know, man. I don't know how I feel about the Bronco. How are you going to make a Bronco? Did it not come with a V8 or a Coyote? I don't even think that's an option. Yep. All I'm trying to do with Dad's blue car, I'm going to be honest with y'all, I'm just trying to go 1190s with like a bone stock car. With this stupid old supercharger that I didn't even think worked. I mean, that supercharger was when I was in high school, when I'm 42. The outbreak, my car has been having overheating problems. I changed the radiator T-stat to 160. It's still overheating. I have fans on at all times. What do you think? It's got to be the fans. You changed the radiator? The T-stat. Did you put the T-stat in the right way? Because, I mean, I've done that before myself. New Bronco is trash. No V8. That's what I'm saying. How you going to come out with a Bronco and not have a V8? I mean, shit, they had 351s in them in like the 90s, didn't they? Best way to fix torque boxes, I'm guessing it's torque boxes that are starting to rip. Well, you got to look at the back of the torque box where the spot welds are. You're going to want to make sure the torque box, you can actually tack weld it back to the sheet metal. And then you got to put the reinforcements in. How do you set up your suspension for drag racing? Pinion angle. I think I go 1.5 pinion angle. I always have my white car's got all the solid, the spherical multi-adjustment things going on in it. So only thing I haven't really dabbled with too much yet is the coilovers in the rear. But I'm definitely going to go with a double, like the Vikings in that car. And it's spiking at times. My buddies are saying it's a head gasket. It could be boosted. You know, you could be boosting your coolant or getting air into your coolant. That's for sure. Twiz Grunt 84. 500 horsepower is well-known max power before you start creeping into imminent failure in a 302. How long have you ran a block around that range? Man, I've only split one block. I've probably made 600 or 800 passes on stock bottom and shed. I've actually I did crack a main a long time ago, but it didn't split the block. I ended up reusing the internals. But 500 horsepower in a good tune with an AFR gauge, I ran around town in my black car for years and beat the shit out of it at the track. To answer your question, Twiz, the OJ getaway. No comment. Justin 91LX, the 2.7 EV with a tune will be the beast. That's correct. Gene's family working on a V8 swap to do. You think 42-pound injectors are okay with it? Yep. 42s are fine. It'll get you to about 450 wheel, at least on a Mustang dyno, but they'll be perfectly fine for 302 stock bottom and 302. And Mike J. Jay Leno has a badass Bronco. Yes, he does. Manga Cake, can more people hit that like button? Appreciate that. Too bad you can't upload pictures in chat. E7 heads with a turbo, worth it or upgrade first? Look, if you guys haven't had a chance to go check out Project Hot Wheels, I did Project Hot Wheels. See, I like to do these builds to do shit because I can. So like the black car was kind of like the guinea pig, which you guys seen the black car go from like multiple 302s to 351 to like it almost was the culprit of having the Coyote swap instead of the white car. But anyways, I did Project Hot Wheels because I'm like, I want to see if I can get this stock motor with this pieced together on 3 kit to go 1090s. And that's exactly what we did. So don't knock E7 heads. I had a stock intake on there. There was no cheating. I actually made a video building a 500 horsepower block. That was the motor that went in. And if I was cheating, you would have seen it right there. You know what I mean? You could run enough fuel through 42 stock lines in 255 pump. Yep. You'll start running out of fuel though. You start creeping in on 500, you're going to be out of fuel about 5,600. And I would take my stock bottom end to 62, 64. So it's dangerous. Some cool stuff you're doing. Keep up the great work. Love the channel. I appreciate you, Jace 311. LX versus hatchback. I prefer the trunk. You mean notch versus hatch? Or you mean LX hatch? I like the hatchback. I like the hatchback. I like them all. Fox body's my life. So even the LTDs, who everyone thinks is the bastard cousin, I don't care. Fox bodies are Fox bodies. But you know, notches are definitely something that I would like to. I wish I would have kept my black notch, but that black notch had issues. That's why it's not with us anymore. Thanks for installing a Super Sniper EFI since the car was butchered, then turbo. Mad Max, hell, I'm still having fun in my 90 LX hatch 5-speed with just a few goodies. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. When I went back to Dad's blue car, I was just having a blast. That shit wasn't fast or dangerous at all, but it was fast enough. I was having so much fun. FMU, 19-pound injectors. Who cares, you know? Not even though I have a hatch. What's up, Lynn? Now, you said you going back to the dyno, Justin? Is that what you were saying, Justin 91LX? You trying to hit 800? Is that on E85 or is that on pump or race gas? Last year about Tommy Mayen. Last year about 92 Mustang coupe 4-cylinder for $300. Runs and drives, blows nice. Maxed out the deck of 80s. Yeah, that's what I figured. Matter of fact, if you guys, I'm gonna shout out Surgeon. I can't even say his last name. He owns Cleveland, and it's the Cleveland Injector Hospital. The Injector Hospital. I gotta send my 160s to him. He's a really good dude, man. He sends you data on all that stuff and pictures. Mike J, sometimes too much horsepower isn't fun. Gets to the point you can't even drive it. You're absolutely right. That's a great video too. I thought about doing, Mike, is where do you draw the freaking line? And I'm sitting in the shower or sitting in the bed thinking to myself all the time, like, what am I doing? Like, why am I so far, you know, why do I feel like I'm off path here sometimes, you know? Mad Max 170. Hell, I just add a boombox in the bag. Fun for 5,000. Trunk bag. People hate on new edges and slows 2 valves, 4,000 decent V8 convertible 5 speeds. And people are fools. Tons of fun. I get it. So what are those, like 130s, or did you just go by CC? I bought shit when I bought my high impedance 160s. Those things were like $1,200. Anything 400 wheel on the street is a waste on a Fox. 6 to 650 on the street is max. Yeah, let me tell you what. I did a video of the 700 horsepower, driving that 700 horsepower 351 last year. If you guys seen it, the thing was an absolute monster to drive. I mean, I was kind of afraid of it. Twiz Grunt had an 01 New Edge Pro Charge, was pretty fast for me in the trunk bag. Yep. Mike P, what are you talking about? Heat soak? You mean the heat soak from the IAT or the ECT, or just in general? Dude, I'm gonna push 800 horsepower, Justin, on an A9L, just because I want to do it, because I don't give a shit. I think we did 717. We did 717 at the dyno, but I'm going to push for 800 on an A9L all the way through 6,200. No crystal mod. Is that Joe from the swap meet? Joe from Canada from the swap meet? Are you ever going to do an NA build? Yes. We're gonna do the Coyote NA build, but what NA build are you looking for? 800 horsepower Gen 2 Coyote all day. I agree. Tell Joe I said hi. Tell him I still got his long fuel lines if he wants them. Oh, I thought you were running an aftermarket, like a mega squirt or a micro squirt or something. You're still running stock stuff, Justin. What's up, Chris? Was thinking about shooting a few holes in the coupe for aerodynamics and overall character. See you soon. Okay, Chris. Paul, Holly Terminator X seems to be a good deal as a standalone. Absolutely. I'm going to have to go to a different fuel management system anyways when the Coyote hits. So I think there's a couple really good ones out there, but I'm going to get them all. I hope I set it. I don't even know. What is the A9L record? Is there A9L records I could go after? I was on the micro, just recently went to Holly. Okay. What's a fair price to have for a rear main replaced in a 92? Well, to get to the rear main, you got to take the whole driveline or half the driveline apart. So if I had to do shop hours, if they couldn't do it in less than 8 hours, then they're cheating you. Do people still go to the corral.com? I'm not knocking it, I'm just asking. What's up, Emerald Notch? What's up, Walter? What do you think, Team Z? Just did the rear main in my car. I feel people just toss the A9L in performance applications. You show it, it can be done and works. I just got the binary editor on my passenger seat. That's my passenger. Nobody else can ride in the car. It throws little warning signals at me to shut up and stop doing this and that. Trunk back. Around here, we got cars trapping 8-mile speeds. We would have killed to hit the quarter in 98 or 88 when we were cutting back. Thinking of going coil over plug. Surprised to behold at this point. Yep. That's some serious stuff. You start getting into coil over or coils. One for each cylinder, I'd imagine, right? That's what you're talking about. The Explorer setup is bullshit. What do you mean? It is OBD2. How much nitrous on a stock vitamin safely? Man. Well, it's funny you say that. I wish my man Mike was here. He would say all of it. There, see? I'm in good company. All of it. We threw shit. 250? I can't remember. I think we threw 250 at the Black Coupe before we put a turbo on it. We bent the damn crank in that thing. We had to replace it. But I wish Mike was here. He would tell you. That was his exact answer when you're at the track. How much nitrous? All of it. Anyway. Yeah, hey, listen, a 255, man. Throwing nitrous at a Fox body is like tipping a stripper. You hope you get the best run of your life. Just saying. Split the block, then back it off a little bit. Yeah. Oh, shit. Where is Mike at? Emerald Knots. I got the dreaded idle surge when stopped at a light. Also, it popped through the intake when I gave it the revs. That sounds like timing, bro. Jason, I'm rolling with nitrous until the Coyote swap happens. Woof. Coyote swaps are so expensive. But I get it. Direct port, no pills, and hang on. If nothing else, I'll keep you posted on what it can handle. That's what I'm talking about. Make sure you tag me whatever it is. I want to see that. If it's popping, it's got to be timing. Low. It might be fuel pressure vacuum. But if anything, it would idle up high if there was a serious vacuum issue. It's awesome. So what do you guys want to see for content? I know somebody said they want me to do an IAC mod video or something like that. I think that's a good idea. But the upcoming videos we got coming up, I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek. We got a really cool, actually 2 videos, Easter eggs this week. Both are Cobra videos, which would be really cool, from different generations too, so you guys will like that stuff. I got that long Fat Man Invasion video, that's the shootout, so And then, of course, Black Car's coming soon. I mean, when I say soon, I mean a couple nights sleep. You feel me? Oh, I definitely like some junkyard stuff. That's why I stay with my roots, man. Adrenaline Cycle. I'm telling you, with my dad's blue car, I'm staying with my roots. We may not hit 1190s anytime soon, but I'm gonna change the pulley and I'm gonna keep sending that sumbitch down the track until it either bends or gives me my time I want. What kind of rear suspension setup, Paul? Are you talking about like a stock setup, or are you talking about that crazy shit I got on my white car? Yeah, actually, you talking about the most recent one Tussin did? I seen a guy from the wrong pills and nitrous kit in the track bumper on the came out. That was all of it. Yes, Lynn. Yes. I am gonna row the shit out of that car. And you guys are gonna watch me with my GoPro sitting right about here. Sweet ass sugar. I can't believe I even said that, bro. Anyway, you talking about the other half of the T5 video, Sweet? Because I do have it. I can't even believe I said that. So yeah, I mean, I got the other T5, the other half of the T5 with the drive being processed as it is. There's a lot of videos I got coming up. I just don't have I only have so much time to do it. You know what I mean? So we got about another 5 minutes or so. I'm not going to keep you guys. I'd love to sit here and talk to you guys all night, but what do you guys? What else? What else is new? I was so happy. You know what? I'm happy to see Tussin, but he uploaded a video last night at like 2 in the morning, and I'm like, man, maybe he got the time wrong or something. But I know you guys got to be patient with Rod, because he's going through a time right now where he doesn't even feel like YouTube's even worth doing anymore. And I can tell. I know what he's talking about. I mean, this stuff's not super easy. I mean, it's kind of time consuming, and you gotta make the content somebody wants to see. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think he even monetizes this stuff, and even if he did, I wish the best for him. I hope he gets that passion of I hope he gets that passion to get back into vlogging hardcore. The black coupe that was at the track, your customer's car, was that actually, that coupe at the track wasn't my car. My customer car, Marty's car, it's still at the dyno. Craig and Otto. Just bought an on-3 kit for my 351 Fox. Keep the videos coming. Thanks, 860. I will do that. Sorry. Yeah, I don't think Rod does anything monetized. Thank you for the great content. I think you're doing a great job. Thanks, Paul. My bald old ass. I wonder what some of the other channels like. Been watching some of the other channels. Make sure you guys check out some of the other channels. There's some good content out there. I know Donnie B be trying to get his channel up pretty good, and so is Justin for that matter. Donnie B's got some good how-to videos too. I'll tell you what, Rod's a driving fool, man. I like Rod. He can shift. I love it. I know I'm subbed on his channel, and he's definitely subbed on mine. I mean, I've been watching his stuff for a long time. Long time. How many Mustangs do you have? 76. Thanks, Cheese. I keep what I can or restore what I can, and I throw the rest of the shit out. I usually, how I watch Rod's videos, and he'd probably laugh a little bit. Like when I'm shipping customer stuff in my garage, because I got all these boxes and stuff set up, I'll like turn this thing right here on, and I'll put that stuff up on my screen, and I'll actually watch content on YouTube while I ship stuff. And it's really cool because I'll watch his whole video, like literally, and like listen to him, and I already know what he's doing. Yes, sweet. I have 76 box bodies. Mo, I'm going to get that out this week. I promise you. I'm going to get that T5 swap out this week. I think I'm going to do a video Friday night with one of the Cobras. I think I'm going to do Lou's video and Ralph's video, which is just like an Easter egg video. It's not even like a long video, but it's long enough. It's going to be a great video. I'm going to do that midweek, and I think I'm going to do the second part of T5 swap on Saturday. Because I like to upload at 10 a.m. on Saturday because that's a real peak area. What do y'all think will break next on your 351 weakest link? On my motor, it's just going to split. I don't know about Justin's. I don't think Justin, are you running a production? Lynn Twin, he shifts like he's faceplated unit. I know. Hey, you should see me ship Dad's car. Y'all be proud. I power shifted the F out of that thing. Do a video on. Well, here's the thing about Ohio. We have lots of rust. So if that gives you any inclination of the Fox bodies that I have, I mean, I got a handful of good ones, and I got some ones you guys ain't seen, but I want to do that Project Steeda. I can't do them all at once. Stock block, rods, and crank. Shut up. Are you serious? I didn't know that. I thought yours was stroke, man. So you're running stock block, rods, and crank. So SBE 351 and putting down the smack. Project Steeda is going to be a main focus. Like there's all, you know what I should do? I should do fucking Project Steeda with a Coyote swap. What? Well, the Steeda car I'm talking about didn't even have like it didn't even have like any exposure. Like I don't have no idea how I have this kit, but they only made like 6 of them. I bought this car from Buffalo that was rear-ended that didn't ruin the lower valence. It was just an LX, and it had this kit on it. I thought it was the old Xeon Deca kit, which Lou would know what I'm talking about, but it wasn't. It was the freaking Steeda kit, and Lou's the one who helped me figure that out. See you, Frank. Justin is another one I sub to. I will be following his fuel line setup. Absolutely. Did you go PTFE, Justin? Man. Remember the Steeda notch that was, you talking about Shotgun Productions? Yeah. What was the guy's name? Ronnie something, and he used to race a Mopar. That's the kit I have. I have that kit over at my shop on a car. Like I said, I thought it was a Celine or Xeon or Deca kit, but it's not. It's very, very specific. E85 safe. I got you. I'm going to run the 410 stroker on 93 110 pump mix and then I'm going to have a kill tune on E85. Yes, I do. Adrenocycle. Yes, I do. Lou must have bumped out. But yeah, he helped me figure out that that was what I had. Oh yeah, there he is. I still have that kit. Tell me, I mean, and they make the wings still, Lou, right? So I have the kit. If I have the wing, I have the Steeda Ford emblems. All I need to do is get the stickers and I can make a clone. I'm going to be honest with you, Josh. I was shifting Dad's blue car on the last pass of the night last Wednesday, which you guys seen that video. I just brought it out on Saturday. Nothing was shaking at the top. I was powered. I mean, it was starting to bend. What happens with T5s is they start flexing. And they flex a little bit too much, the gears go snap. Anyways, I'm going to start wrapping this up. What's up, Cream Pup? I'm sorry for those guys that's just now joining. We had a really good conversation, man. I had a good time talking to all y'all. The YouTube channels, let me finish with this real quick before you guys go. Make sure I am not in competition with any channel. I enjoy everybody's channel because I know how hard it takes and how much time it does take to make the channels work. So make sure you go check out Foxcast Media, Brutal, BREW, the number 2 and L, 91 Justin LX, Donnie B, House of Dula, of course, 50 Tussin. And I want you guys to go over right now, get on your YouTube channel and sub Project Stock Bottom End, because that's Chris Watson that makes 900 wheel with that poor little 302. He's a friend of mine. I want you guys to sub him up. I'm going to try to coach him into doing some vlogging videos. I want him to get his feet wet. You guys won't be disappointed. He's also on Facebook, does a lot of stuff on his business page. So go hit that up too. I'll put it in here. I don't know. I don't even know how to do links yet on these live tubes, man. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I know I'm sorry if I miss some of the other channels, but I mean, I don't even talk to most of those guys, and it's just, you know, it's good content. I enjoy them all. There's a couple other ones I know I'm missing, but you know what? Jerry Speed, Jere, I think that's Joe Nate. I think he's a really good fabricator if you've watched him on Brutal too. So, I mean, there's some good channels out there if you guys get a chance. I do appreciate everybody who looks at my stuff and likes me up and all that other stuff. We're just going to keep the ball rolling because Fox bodies are my life. I'll see you soon, Lou. Have a good night, boys.